welcome back to Beyond the Film with Justin.
And Ryan, I really like that. That was very fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of endings or beginnings, so I just go crazy with them.
I gotta get better at editing so I can just have you zoom in and
Yeah, just
yeah, I'm gonna love working with these.
yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad you're gonna be doing them and not me. I hate editing.
I'll share the wealth at some point because I don't love editing either.
Yeah, I definitely will take some of the weight off just to help you out too. So you'll just have to show me what you're doing if you're doing anything crazy with them, and I'll just do the same thing.
I got you. I also want to start this episode by saying that we are directly recording back to back, so like we are still in the same clothes and everything. I shower.
Yeah.
I do. I'm sure Justin showers also. I just
I look at the shower. I don't actually go in it.
we
I turn the water on,
I
throw
work.
some soap in
Yeah,
there, like shower.
I work from home. I don't need to shower.
Yeah, I don't. So I'm not cool.
Well, you're cool. It's not very cool to work from home these days. It's very hipster like. So,
You new gen kids.
going into this episode, we talked last episode about like what kind of movies that we like a lot. Um, I think that we want to talk about like the movies that we've actually watched so far this year, and
Yeah,
like
at least the
twenty
ones
five.
that came out this year, anyway.
Exactly. And I know that we talked a lot about it last episode, and I'm really excited to get really deep into The Materialist.
God, I
So,
think no one's talked about this movie as much as we've talked about it in
I,
the last
I,
couple weeks since we've seen it.
I think in the 5 minutes we've taken as a break, I think I've learned to love The Materialist. I think it's one of the best movies ever, and I just want to take back everything I said about it. And I'm only saying this right now actually to cover my back in case anybody's really mad that I didn't like it. But
I don't care if they think I didn't like it. I like the experience. Don't get me wrong. I
I
actually liked the day.
yeah,
The dates. I like
yeah,
that.
it was. I mean,
So it gets a point in my book for that.
well, I will say that I liked the date too, but also not that we went on a date together. We went on a date with my wife, and
Yeah,
you went with
just me and
Nikki,
Ryan.
and um,
We left the ladies at
we're
home.
talking about the date we had. No, I
Yeah, just be the
I
materialist.
also want to say that I think my wait for a table at Chili's was more eventful than the movie The Materialist.
Yes, there was, especially with that waitress.
Ugh.
She definitely just kind of said, "I'm gonna go talk to my boyfriend."
She
Peace.
literally said, "I'm gonna go talk to my boyfriend. If you need anything, I'll be over on that chair."
Yeah, like what were we supposed to do with that information? I'm sorry. Can you stop talking to him? I'm kind of hungry
Can,
right
I
now.
didn't get ranch with my food. Could I get that, please?
Yeah, could you stop talking to him? Yeah, I'm sure you'll see him after you leave.
But besides Chili's, I
Yeah,
mean it. I don't even know what to say bad about it. Like it's just I didn't like it, and it might be that I'm mad that I was under the assumption that it was gonna be a romantic comedy. I put expectations that it was supposed to be funnier. I really like Pedro Pascal. I think he's a great actor. I was really excited to see a romantic comedy with Pedro Pascal, and I think I am just so upset about it not being a comedy at all that I hate the
yeah.
movie. You know what I mean?
I guess I don't have that feeling because I didn't know anything about it. All I knew was the three actors.
Yeah.
Never saw a trailer, didn't know what it was about. I had no idea what the heck the movie was about.
See,
But I mean, I like Pedro and I like Chris Evans, but I don't really care for Dakota Johnson.
yeah, she's I don't know, man, because like even I would almost compare her to like Kristen Stewart, how Kristen Stewart used to be. I want to go on record saying
Yeah.
that like Kristen Stewart modern day, like the movie Diana, I think she's fantastic. I think that she's really worked her way out of Twilight, which is a guilty pleasure of mine. I love the Twilight movies.
Yeah.
But I think that she's worked into being an actual actress and like she's good at what she
Uh-huh.
does. I think Dakota Johnson is stuck in that world of like Kristen Stewart in Twilight, where like she's
Yeah.
just here to make a movie. I have no
Yeah.
emotional
She's just
attachment to
making a
her.
paycheck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like if I had to choose between her and Plank from Ed, Edd and Eddie, I think Plank has more
Yeah,
personality.
I would have to agree with you on that, to be honest.
Yeah. Like I mean, there's I mean, Plank is just such a great character, and Dakota Johnson is just there.
She's Dakota Johnson. She was,
Yeah, she's
she's in The Materialist. I'm Dakota Johnson, and I was in 50 Shades of Grey, which is
and she
also,
was
on the record, a fan fiction story of Twilight. So this makes sense that she's Kristen Stewart.
that yeah. I think that's why they cast her.
Probably.
They're
I
like,
can
who
see
is the
it.
most boring person that we know? Oh, Dakota Johnson. She won't be mad, will she? I don't know. Her face doesn't change, so I wouldn't know.
Exactly. And see, like,
Yeah,
I don't want to spend the whole episode ragging on Dakota Johnson. I just,
yeah. We might have a chance to interview her one
that's
day.
what I'm saying. Like, but also,
Doubt it.
like, come on, just put a little bit more effort into your movies. Just a tiny bit.
I don't even care if you overact. At least change it up.
Do not disrespect Pedro like that.
Yeah. I mean, even bring the same energy that Chris Evans. Like he didn't look like he cared too much, but he was bringing more. Like I felt his pain.
Chris Evans looked like he was dead in that movie. Like I'm face blind. I will go on the record saying that I am really face blind with actors and actresses.
Mhm.
If you're a blonde actress, I can't tell you apart. I'm sorry, um, but Chris Evans looked horrible in that movie. He actually, when he was smoking those cigarettes, I think that he was truly just like done with the movie when he was making it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think even at the end where him and Dakota Johnson like were trying to get back together and then fighting about being with each other, like I think he was just like, I don't care, Dakota. Like, do you like this scene? Do you not like this scene? Just like, let's get this over with. I'm tired of seeing you.
Yeah, and
I still like you, but like, let's just get it over with.
I want to try to stay away from like spoilers for movies too, but like I agree with you that like the whole I'm gonna say spoiler real quick if you're really into seeing the Materialist and you haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
just skip 5
Sorry
seconds.
that I spoiled it.
But like there's no meaning to the movie.
No.
They say
They changed.
like she didn't learn anything. She says, I'm a bad person, I'm not supposed to be happy. And then the movie ends with I'm not a bad person or I am a bad person and I'm gonna be
Yeah.
happy anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna be happy being poor.
Yeah.
So is the message that it doesn't matter if you have money or not, or is the message, oh, this guy's hot, so I'm gonna be with him?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, because even Pedro mentioned in the movie that like he got surgery to get taller because women would respect. Like, so is it money women care about? Is it looks? Like, what is the message? I don't know what you're trying to sell me on.
I don't think there was a message. I think that I've actually talked to people that are really into movies and have run movie podcasts in the past. Actually,
Mhm.
Tyler that we saw the movie with last week, Superman.
Yeah.
He will stand by that movie. He thinks the director is one of the greatest romance directors ever, and he thinks it was a like top tier romantic movie. And I was like, oh, I don't think we saw the same movie.
Yeah. And I think also atmosphere changes it too.
Yeah,
And I think at the atmosphere there was like what, three other people besides our group that was in that movie,
yeah.
and like all we were thinking about was how uncomfortable the chairs were and how there was like 15 freaking trailers for the movie.
And how bad I wanted those Chili's cheese stick things. Like that's the whole movie. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't care about Dakota Johnson. Give me the Chili's cheese pull.
Yeah, like we were not, I think we were just not, maybe rewatching it for like our end of the year movies and stuff, like
Yeah,
where they all rank, but like I just I think atmosphere also makes a movie good or bad too.
absolutely, for sure. I don't know if it's as bad as Woman in the Yard. And like you said, you haven't seen Woman in the Yard. Woman in the
No, I
Yard's
have. I
there's nothing wrong with it. Like I was saying.
Yeah, I haven't heard anyone say anything good. Like my brother's uncle or my grandpa's brother went and saw it and he didn't care for it either. So I mean, it just sounds like it's a simple, boring movie.
Yeah, and that like the acting's actually pretty decent. Like the kid that plays the young teenage boy in it, he actually does a pretty good job of acting for like his age and stuff. Um,
Yeah,
but it's just there's not a good story that like holds itself together, and it's just kind of like
yeah.
things happening. And it was one of those movies where the whole time in the movie theater, I'm picking up my phone to see like how much time is left in the movie over and over
Oh
again.
God.
Um,
Yeah, that definitely makes it rough to watch a movie then.
uh, but On the flip side, in that same time, because we're talking about those same kind of movies, have you seen Sinners yet?
No, I do
Ooh.
have the steel book. I do want to watch it and see if I feel it's as good as everyone's been saying it is. It looks good. I've wanted to see it, so I'm hoping it's as good as I like it. Like I'm hoping that.
So, it is one of those movies where I feel like the first time you watch it, for most people, you're blindsided by just amazing acting on Michael B. Jordan's part. Like, the fact that he can play a double role like that, it is fantastic. He does a fantastic
Yeah.
job. It's a fun atmosphere. It's a great movie. Would I say that it's the best movie of the year? Right now, it's on my list as the best movie of the year. But I don't
Hmm.
think that it's worthy of everybody saying, like, it's the greatest movie to come out this year. Um,
Yeah.
I do think that we will eventually get something better. I do think that it got really popular. And I feel like, by all means, it's a terrific movie. I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's going to stay the best.
You don't think so?
Um,
What do you think will take the crown if you're saying it isn't?
I mean, I'm hoping something comes still. I know that we're already halfway through the year. I'll say that
Yeah.
everything out right now, I don't think would beat it that I've seen at least.
Hmm.
Um, I can only cross my fingers for the Toxic Avenger remake to beat it, but I don't think that's gonna
I
happen.
don't think so either, unfortunately.
Let me tell
It
you,
might be one of those cheesy movies that we like, but I don't think it's going to be better.
while we're talking about Toxic Avenger, I want to say an insert picture here. One of my greatest memories is getting to sit down and watch a Lloyd Kaufman movie that just came out called Shakespeare Storm. And
Okay.
I also want to preference it by saying that this movie is an entire movie about people pooping and like poop falling on people. It's a poop movie. Whole movie's full of
Okay.
poop. Poop, sex, nudity is like the whole movie. It's a retelling of a Shakespeare story with poop on a boat, and everybody's in poop.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
it's like an hour and 40-minute movie too. I want you to know. But I watched
Good
that whole
lord.
movie in a movie theater, and I stood up and I looked at Lloyd Kaufman and I shook his hand and I said, "Fantastic job, sir." And he said, "I love you," and he gave me a hug. And this, I will insert picture of me standing with Lloyd Kaufman and all my cousins because
Can't
it's
wait
a
to see it.
great memory. I loved it.
Cannot wait to see it.
It's like, as things go, I've met some pretty cool people in my life with movies and like getting to go to
Mm.
conventions. But like the fact that my uncle was running this convention with Lloyd Kaufman there got me a little bit more access to be able to be like, "Hi, Lloyd, I really like your movies." Um,
Yeah, no, as far as I know, I don't have anything like that.
well, like I said, there's always time. You'll come with me to the next
Yeah,
convention I do, and it's always fun to see people. Like I said, I got to meet Adam Green, and I got to listen to Tony Todd before he passed away. I got to meet
it's always cool.
one of the coolest was the oh god, I can't remember his name, but the guy from Silent Night Deadly Night 2, the Garbage Day guy.
Oh, I
Uh,
know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
yeah, he was really cool to meet, especially he just such a down to earth person, and he seemed sad because he's like, I don't think anybody's gonna be here to see me. So I got to talk to him for a while, and then all of a sudden I go back to his table and it's just flooded with people, and he's got the
Oh
biggest
yeah,
smile on
no,
his face.
yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I don't know how he thought no one was going to. Like, I haven't seen that movie, and I know
Yeah,
Garbage Day.
yeah. No, he's
Like,
such a fun guy.
yeah, he seems like, especially with like, you can't take yourself serious if you're gonna say something like that,
Yeah. Well,
and especially being in a movie like that, you really cannot.
yeah, no, you can't. And like I love when people know that like where their niche is of like I was in this movie and people really like it, so I'm just gonna say the stupid line for them. Like I remember when he signed my autograph, he's like, "Do you want me to?" Or I was like, "I have to pick the one that says Garbage Day on it." He's like, "Oh wow, nobody ever picks that one." I was like, "Really?" And he's like, "No, everybody picks that one. That's the only one people want." He was like, "Do you want me to write a Garbage Day on it?" And I was like, "I'd love that." And he was like, "Okay, I'll write Punish on it too if you want." And I was like, "Yes, please."
I feel like if I ever met him or something, I would pick like a line that he doesn't get told at all, and
Hmm.
be like, "I just want you to say this for me." He's like, "Are you sure? That's really weird." I'm like, "Oh, I want you to say this. You say the other one. I want to hear this one instead."
But yeah, I we got off on a tangent of like talking about meeting famous people. Um, what would you put as your favorite movie that you've seen of 2025 so far?
All right. So let me look at my list here.
I'm gonna bring mine up too. Actually, that's a good idea.
Um, so I have. So it's rough because I have a lot of good ones that could easily do it for me. Um, Thunderbolts was definitely a good one. Predator, Killer of Killers was good. Life of Chuck, and I would even put Superman.
Yeah,
Like I don't know, I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd say Superman is the best movie I've seen of the year. It was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Um, but I don't know. I think, and I think it's all about how I feel if I watch it again. Because like I'm kind of torn between Predator, Thunderbolts, and Life of Chuck. Like all three of those movies right now could either all of them could be interchanged as one, two, and three at this moment. So I'm not really sure what my favorite is at the moment. It's really rough because like all of them are very different. Like Thunderbolts, I enjoyed the story and I liked that Nikki went with me and she liked the movie as well.
and David
But
Harbour's in
then it's
it.
like, yeah, and she loved him. She thought he was the best part in the movie.
Yeah,
Um, and then I liked Predator, Killer of Killers because I loved the animation in it. I liked that it was something different than what we've gotten from any other Predator movie. And then Life of Chuck was like it made me feel different things, you know? It was like a experience, you know, like you said when we saw it, it was an experience. So like it's tough to say which one of those three is my favorite.
Life of Chuck is actually one that I wanted to bring up too because like I would honestly put that close to my second favorite movie of the year so far, just because of how different it was, how well
Uh-huh.
made it was. It was so well directed and well filmed, and like I don't want to give anything out about the movie because I want people to go in completely blind. But that opening, like first 20 minutes of the movie,
Uh-huh.
such a cool idea, so cool,
Yes.
so
And like
cool.
I was really confused at first,
Mm-hmm.
like I was like, wait, what is going on here?
Yeah,
And then as the movie went on, I was like, okay, now I understand it a little bit better now.
yeah. No, it was
Because I never
so
read the
cool.
book. I didn't even know it was a book until I think I went and saw it with you and someone told me that it was a book.
I think because it was a Stephen King book actually, and
Mhm.
once again I want to brag a little bit. I'm not just saying this because Mark Hamill liked my Instagram post and my movie review. Me and Mark Hamill go way back. You know, he liked my
Yeah,
Instagram post about how good the movie was, and
I'd love to punch
here
that
we
guy in the
are.
face right now, but I can't, because I'd get in trouble.
yeah. You just golf clap for you
Yeah.
on that one. Yeah,
Um, but no, I think like I said, I don't want to give away any of that movie because it's
yeah,
such a mind blowingly well made movie, and every part of it deserves. Like I hope it goes on to win so many awards because there's so many great
yeah,
names in that movie.
yeah. And even the ones that I don't know, they still did a good job in
Yeah,
that movie. Like everybody did well in that movie.
you, um, Matthew Lillard has like 4 lines in the movie, and in those 4 lines, you learn so much of his character that like it's just got so much depth. The whole movie, like so much
Mm,
depth to the movie.
it's so good.
Yeah, and like that's one of the very few movies I've watched where the it was almost what over a 2 hour movie, right? It was a long movie.
Yeah, I think it was like yeah, I think about 2 hours, maybe a little over.
I don't think I checked my phone once, and that ending where the credits start to roll, I was like, that's it, it's over, what? Like,
And it
you
was
love the movie,
definitely
yeah.
yeah, and like I think because I think that was the second movie we saw
I think so,
with
yeah.
our Tuesday movies. Because I think Bring Her Back, which that was a good movie too.
Bring
Don't
Her
get me
Back was
wrong,
great.
that was definitely a good one. But I feel like from that movie to this movie, not knowing anything about either of the movies at all,
Yeah.
and just going into them blind, I was happy with both of them. I liked that I didn't know, anything about him because I didn't have any expectations. Like
Yep.
going into Bring Her Back, I was actually nervous because I was like, "Ooh, this is a horror movie." I'm not the biggest fan of horror movies because I'm a big scaredy cat.
Yep.
So like, but I still will watch them.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this movie. But I ended up liking it. And then Life of Chuck, I was like, please don't pick that movie. Please don't pick that movie. I don't want to see that movie. And then I'm glad we did, because like it made me like want to work more on videos and doing this too to like get
Yeah.
this going. Like it made me want to do stuff, you know.
Well, we had such a great talk about that movie on the way home too. Like
Mhm.
that was one of the first movies where like we broke it down completely because we were both just so flabbergasted by that movie that I was in the
Yeah.
same boat. I was like, oh, I really hope we don't go see this movie because like all I knew was it was a movie kind of about grief and like stuff like that and
Mhm.
like
I know you said you were gonna probably cry in that
you
movie.
yeah because like just a few years ago, you know, my dad passed away, so I was like, oh
Mhm.
no, I don't really want to see a movie about grief because I don't want to face that grief. But like,
Yeah.
it's such a fantastic story, and I will say that for those who haven't seen it, yes, it's a drama. Yes, it's supposed to be a sad movie. It's not a movie that's gonna make you like cry. It will make you want to cry,
It'll
but you
make you
won't
feel
know
things.
why. Yeah, you'll definitely feel things, but it's not like I need a box of tissues for this movie.
Exactly.
Um, it's just it'll make you think about like what life means and what life is and the idea of loss and what happens with that. Like
Yeah.
it's so good. I highly suggest it.
Yeah. Definitely worth a watch for sure.
Um, but now that you brought back Bring Her Back, I also think Bring Her Back was a fantastic movie compared. Don't get me wrong, I like their first one. I don't know if you've seen it, but the Talk to Me.
I just reviews of it.
Okay, so the Philippou brothers, I'm sorry if I'm saying their last name wrong. I've actually followed them since they were way back on YouTube. I remember catching some of their stuff on YouTube back in the day, and like I've always loved their videos. And I remember hearing that they were gonna make a movie, and it was talked to me, so I got to see like the behind the scenes of that. And it was an okay movie. It came out a couple of years ago. It
Mhm.
was kind of weird. Went a little too far sometimes. I feel like, but Bring Her Back, they're really learning how to make a movie and like how to tell a story and
Mhm.
how to push boundaries that can be pushed. Like I know
Mhm.
um, Courtney was really upset. There's a scene in Talk to Me where like the ghost is possessing a person and they're like
Okay.
making out with a dog and the dog's like licking the inside of their mouth and like it goes a little too far, but like Bring Her Back is like they're like, okay, maybe we stop away from that and focus
Yeah.
more on the horror or like the gruesome scenes.
Psychological. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that
It definitely had its moments of like, okay, what's gonna happen? Like, okay, can you stop? Can you stop? Stop! Stop!
are
Stop!
you talking about the knife
Like,
scene?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I would
It's
remember. I
like,
was like, ooh, I don't like this anymore.
yeah, I was kind of sitting there in the seat going, mm,
Mm-hmm.
nope, okay, that's just yeah, that hurts my mouth.
Um, another movie that is on my list here of fantastic movies for the year, the week after, which you unfortunately missed, Dangerous Animals, which was a movie that I went in completely blind, and I was like, I'm not excited for this. It's a Shudder movie. I like Shudder. I like stuff like that. I usually think
Mhm.
their movies aren't the greatest. I didn't really care for a lot of the ones that have come out, but it blew my mind how well this movie was done. Whole thing's just about dude that is a serial killer and brings girls on his boat and feeds them to sharks. But it's such
Yeah,
a good thriller. It's not a horror, it's a thriller, and it's very
yeah,
well done.
yeah, which is surprising because now I've noticed that like I know there was that like short period where Jai Courtney was making like all of these movies,
Mm-hmm.
and every single one of them, everyone was like, Jai Courtney's the worst character. Courtney's the worst character. Worst character. Worst character. And then I think it was like Suicide Squad where he finally wasn't like the main focus, and he could just do himself, like just be funny and just relaxed.
Yeah.
And it seems like since then he's been doing a lot better with his move choices and like his acting choices. Like it seems like it's been doing a lot better. And like I've seen like people talk about that movie and they were like, yeah, he was really a surprise for me because I see him in it and they're like, I don't want to see it because Jai Courtney's in it, and like he's just gonna do a terrible job. But they've all been shocked with how he's been so good in it.
Yeah, it's definitely a movie I suggest, especially once it hits like Shutter or something.
Mhm.
It's it's definitely a very surprising movie that I did not think I was gonna like.
Yeah.
Um, I would add it to your list because like it might even make my top 5 movies of the year if things go the
Okay.
way that they're going. Um,
Okay.
Besides that, there was, I mean, more recently we had 28 Years Later. I don't remember if you were there for that one.
No, I missed that one.
You know, it's another great movie. I mean, if you like the originals, it is very true to the originals and it's very fun.
Okay.
Um, the ending is wild. I actually didn't
Yeah,
even know it was going to be a trilogy before I saw it.
I only knew about it because I heard they were like making another movie, like the Skull
Bone
Cave
Temple.
or Kingdom, yeah, Bone Temple, and like I knew they were doing that, and then I think they were talking about doing another movie after that one that was continuing the main movie. So like
Yeah.
I kind of had an idea they were doing something like that, but like I wasn't sure, because I know that movie for a while was like in copyright hell. Like you
Yeah.
couldn't stream it anywhere, and you could only get it from like a DVD. Like
Yeah.
it was going through a lot of crap before they could finally release it.
Well, and it's such a weird movie. Like I obviously don't want to spoil anything, especially for you, but like I wouldn't consider it a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's a very interestingly well shot movie that once again bends genres, and it's not like 28 Weeks Later, which arguably I don't think Weeks Later was. It wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, it's definitely the weaker, I would say. I haven't seen Years Later, but I would say it's the weaker of the three.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that
Except for that opening scene. That opening scene was very good.
yes, I forgot about the opening scene. The opening scene was
Yes.
fantastic in that movie. I actually, in my review, put that it's one of the coolest opening scenes in a movie.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely for sure.
Not as good as Ghost Ship, but it's up there.
Well, that one's really hard to top, you really have to be above the waist to beat that one.
Oh, I love that joke. That was great. Um, yeah, so 28 weeks, or I'm sorry, 28 years later was definitely a right in the step, or right, a step in the right direction for the series. Um, After 28 years later, though, we had Megan 2.0, and I know that I've got a lot to say about Megan 2.0.
Yeah, that one's an interesting one.
I, it's been so long since we've actually been able to sit and talk about it. I did not like Megan 1. I actually thought Megan 1 was one of the most boring horror movies I've seen in quite a long time.
Okay, that might bring you some flack, but
I, bring it because like defend the movie. She runs like an animal. It's not that scary, and like you can argue that it's not supposed to be scary. It's a thriller. It's like a sleepover movie, but like it's not very fun. And I
mhm.
compare it in my review heavily to the Terminator series. Terminator 1 is a okay movie. It's a fine movie. Sure, why
Uh,
not? It's a
it's
horror
good
movie.
for what they had with the budget.
Exactly. Terminator 2 completely bends and changes the genre, just like Megan 2 did. And it just so happens to have the same like kind of plot. It's a little too close for comfort. I feel like they kind of
Yeah.
took Terminator 2 and they're like, okay, we're gonna make Terminator series, but we're gonna do it with this girl, and we're gonna like gender bend the like T180 and like all this stuff. I I was really surprised in that movie that the other AI didn't like melt into liquid metal because it was
Oh,
pretty much the same movie.
so I didn't mind the first Mega movie. I
Yeah,
don't think it's horrible, but I
it's
don't
not a
think it's
bad movie.
anything
Yeah,
special. Yeah, it's definitely one of those where I could watch it and I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm fine with this.
yeah,
I was expecting the second one to take more chances and just not take itself seriously. Like they have all this promotional stuff where it's saying this versus that, and
yeah,
like there's like it just seems like it wasn't going to take itself too seriously, so it was going to get away from the first one and be a more action comedy instead of a horror comedy or whatever it was going to be.
yeah.
But like we watched it and I'm like I don't know what tone they're going with. First, it's like super serious, like this woman's on a mission to kill all the people who created her, and then it's we gotta switch the tone to now Megan's super funny, but then it's like Megan's going through this crisis where she's life and like she feels things now, and it's like
Hmm.
just what are we doing? And then that one scene, me and Tyler, I think you even told me said it, like she just randomly starts singing
Yeah,
out of nowhere. We're having this heartfelt conversation, and then she's like, I'm like, wait, why?
yeah.
Why are we singing right now? This is such a tone shift. It is so just yeah. I was expecting one thing from the trailers, and it did not give me that at all.
I agree with you. I was really expecting Blumhouse to kind of go off the rails with the movie. If they were gonna make it weird, let it be weird. I mean, the tagline for the movie is "Hold your vaginas." Like that is the
Yes,
tagline of the movie.
like how are you supposed to take a movie serious
Yeah,
with that as the tagline? Like it doesn't make sense. They should have went into the non-serious and played it up and just went like Fast and the Furious with it, where they're in space type crap. Just go crazy with it now.
yeah. And I will say, I want to be the first to make the prediction that there will be a Megan 3, and it will be, you know, with the 3 in it, like they do or whatever. They're gonna do some funky thing with the name, but it's going to have a male version of Megan, and it's gonna be where she has to go back and probably save this Katie girl again, which is Katie,
Yeah.
not Katie, and that blew my mind when I learned that. Cady makes me like the first movie even less because what a stupid name. Um,
Cady?
yeah, or it might even be Kady. It's there's no T. It's a D. I hate it.
I don't think I ever noticed that.
Um, but
It's so weird.
it's gonna be the plot of Terminator 3, is what I'm saying.
I think it's gonna be like Jason X. They're gonna go to space.
My least
Why?
favorite Jason movie. I'm sorry.
I
No,
think I like it for
Jason Goes to Hell is my least favorite.
well, yeah, because Jason's not even in it.
He is for a little
Yeah, for
bit.
like
They blow him up.
like the opening scene. Yeah, the opening scene he's in that movie, but other than that, he's not in it. Some stupid worm is in him.
Yeah, it's also just an awful movie.
It's yeah, they had no idea what they were doing.
um, but moving on from Megan because I don't want to raise my blood pressure.
Yeah,
How did you feel about Jurassic World Rebirth?
it's dinosaurs.
That's it, dinosaurs.
It's dinosaurs. Like so, I I don't get the concept of them saying people are tired of dinosaurs. I don't get why they keep saying that in like every freaking Jurassic World park movie. Like no one is tired of dinosaurs. If that was true, there would be no such thing as zoos.
Yeah,
People love going to zoos and seeing the animals. No one's gonna get tired of seeing a T-Rex. Yeah, like I would sit there and enjoy going to a park and seeing all of the dinosaurs up close and watching them in their natural habitat. Like that would be awesome to
yeah,
see that. So like the characters, nothing special. You knew who was going to be Dinosaur Chow and who wasn't, and that the story was going to be the family is going to do this thing, the special forces are going to do their thing, and obviously big businessman, bad guy.
yeah.
Like it's all very. If you've seen one, you've seen them all basically. I don't understand it. Like I'm not saying you need to make it this super
No,
scary gore fest or anything like that, but I mean in the second movie, there's a guy ripped apart by two T Rexes,
yeah,
and there's not any blood at all. But it is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen.
right. And I would say that
So
the most gruesome thing in the new one was Scarlett Johansson acting.
you know what? I don't. I'm sure it's not a spoiler, but it might be a spoiler, so I'm gonna put it in there. But um, the one dude who took the flare and was like Mustafa Ali's character going separately and bringing the D Rex with him, which is a stupid name.
And
But
it doesn't
like,
explain it. That's what pisses me off.
yeah, it's just and it's not even in the movie
No.
much at all. But like, he goes away and the monster is like face like this close to him. How did he get away? There's no explanation of how he got away. And then he shoots a flare up later. Okay, isn't the dinosaur attracted to the light? Why isn't he going to the light of the flare? Like it doesn't. None of that makes
I,
sense at all.
I don't
It's
know,
so
man.
horrible.
The dinosaur walked away. It's got those weird eyes. I actually didn't even realize it had eyes. I thought it was blind because it looks
Oh
like
yeah,
the xenomorph. It looks like this dude. Like
yeah.
that's the whole
It
T
when
Rex.
it's like a chunky version of that,
Yeah,
and it's
but
just
like hidden eyes on the side, and I think it would have been cooler to be a blind dinosaur, but
yeah, and just go off of its senses. I mean, I know there was a blind dinosaur in the last movie, but like that movie's just horrible too.
yeah.
I mean, at least these characters didn't feel like they were super powered invincible, where they could go like this and every dinosaur stops.
Well, and I guess that could be it because like the last movie took chances, and I didn't feel like it did very well. So maybe they're like, this is our last chance. Um,
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like with that, I feel like they were taking too many chances and then making their characters not putting them in danger. Like I didn't feel like any of them are going to die ever.
no.
Like none of them. At least in this one, I felt something, and that could have just been because I was in the crowd that I was with. They made it seem like someone could die or something could happen where they get hurt.
Yeah.
So it made me feel like, okay, these people aren't invincible where they can do anything and survive without no problem. It's not Chris Pratt just stop dinosaur, don't attack
Well,
me.
honestly, like I hope they don't do another sequel to the Scarlett Johansson. I didn't really connect with any of the characters in there. I would rather have uh, the stop dinosaur stop. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it would be kind of cool if they did, like, for this new trilogy they want to do, if they just kept changing the cast every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that
That
would
would
be
be
fun.
interesting. Because then it's like, you could take the chance of, like, killing off one of the big main cast stars. And then it's like, oh, I don't know who's going to make it into this movie because they're not going to be in the next one regardless.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows what they're. I don't know how they're going to do it if they do it. But, I mean, I'll still see it. It's still dinosaurs.
I I I can't say that I won't see it either. It's dinosaurs. I mean, what are you expecting? It's a
Exactly.
Jurassic Park movie. It's. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's a bad movie. It's just dinosaurs. You've seen the movie.
Yeah.
This
It's
is the
mid.
seventh time you've seen the same exact story. So
Nothing's different.
yeah. Um, the rest of the ones on the list, I don't know. Well, I mean, Superman. We could talk about Superman. I don't watch superhero movies. You know this. I've actually the only Marvel movie I think I've seen is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans, which don't mean anything. I've seen the Andrew Garfield ones, and I saw the first Iron Man movie, and that is the entirety of the MCU that I've seen.
Yeah, which you got a lot of catching up
No.
to do.
Now DCU, I've watched
Mm-hmm.
the non-Snyder cut of Justice League, and probably the last the last movie DC. I mean, I like Batman. Don't get me wrong. I can forget that's
Mm-hmm.
DC universe. I did not like the Batman. I thought it was too long. But I like the Christopher Nolan ones. I thought those were great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the last DC movie besides that I've seen was probably Superman Returns. So I was going into Superman with like not the greatest hopes, but like I was
Yeah.
feeling it. I think that as a non-fan of superheroes, that movie was so good, and I'm really excited to see what James Gunn does with this DC universe he's making.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Yeah.
curious
I
to ask you because like I know you're a huge superhero fan, so I want to get your opinion on it.
yeah. I definitely I definitely agree that this is a very good movie. It definitely has its flaws, of course,
Yeah.
but overall, I mean, I do like the direction they're going in. I like David Cornsweet as Superman. I thought he did a very good job. He
Mm-hmm.
definitely could. I think what I liked more about him is that he was able to change his characters. Like you could see him as Clark Kent, and then you could see him as Superman. You know, there was one where he's Clark Kent, but he's not confident. He's not sure of himself. He knows that he can't take on every challenge, and he knows he's gonna fail. But then as Superman, he's got all the confidence. He knows no matter what, he's not going to stop fighting. He's going to do whatever he can to save everybody. So I like that he was kind of like he could switch on and off with the characters, and then like the costume I thought looked good. Like
Yeah.
I overall I thought it was a very just very good movie, and it was setting up stuff for the next movies in the movie. You know, there was no here's a random scene that has nothing to do with these movies that sets up a movie from 5 movies later on or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
it did it naturally.
I was surprised how funny the actual movie was. Like there were so many great funny scenes in it. Like literally, I can't get. I want to talk about probably one of the best iterations of the Green Lantern I've ever seen in any movie.
Hmm.
I thought he was great. But like the
And that might
scenes,
just all because it's Nathan Fillion. I
it,
mean,
it
you
could
can't
be,
go wrong with Nathan Fillion.
but like the scenes of like him doing stuff and like the middle fingers coming up out of the ground.
Mm.
I was laughing so hard. I still think about that, and it's been almost a week because it was just so funny to me.
Yeah.
Um, but I think that covers the movies that you've seen with me this year. Do you know? Do you have any other ones that like you've seen separately? Because I've got a list of ones I want to go through
Um.
quick.
Saw Captain America. I thought that one was okay. It definitely could have been. So it wasn't really a Captain America movie. It was like a Hulk 2 movie, and it should have been more about Captain America and him being this new version of him. He's not the original Captain America, and they should have focused more on that.
Mm-hmm.
And it just made the movie boring because they didn't do that. They took the safe route. They were too scared to take a chance with it, and it just made it instead of this exciting political like movie, it's just a eh. I mean, it was a movie.
Yeah,
Um, but I've also seen Love Hurts,
wanted to see
which
it.
I cannot, yeah, I cannot think of the guy's name. Um, but yeah, he was good in it. I thought it was. I mean, I going back and rewatching it, I might not feel the same, but at the time, I did enjoy it. It definitely made me laugh. I liked the action scenes in the movie. I thought everybody in the movie was good.
You're talking about
I didn't
the
think.
guy from the Goonies, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then I think the other movie that I saw that you didn't see is Ballerina.
Okay, yeah. Another John Wick one. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's if you've seen one John Wick movie, it's
Dinosaurs.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's just a different person in the John Wick spot.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
Still action scenes done well. Still a good movie. Definitely going to get it when it comes out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I can see you've got all your movies in view in the background, which is nice. I unfortunately am
That's not even
upstairs.
all. There's some right here too.
My basement is literally all four walls are VHSs and DVDs, so like I need to find a way to display those while I'm recording.
Yeah, that definitely would be cool.
Um, but yeah, I just want to go through some quick shots real quick, because we're already almost at an hour again. Um,
Jeez.
so before you started seeing movies with me, friendship, it was it was Tim Robinson. It was weird. It was like I was surrounded by a cult. I like Tim Robinson. I think he's funny. I'm trying. I felt like I was in one of his skits watching the movie, because like the people next to me are dying laughing. They're like barely able to breathe, and the guy's just drinking a glass of water. He's like, and I was like,
Huh.
this isn't funny to me. Like I get why it would be funny, but it's not that funny. Like they can't even breathe over there. Am I missing something? I
Yeah.
felt like I was Truman Showed. Like everybody was laughing. Like he'd take 2 steps forward and everybody would die laughing, and I'm like, did he trip? Did I miss something?
What the heck?
So that was a weird one for me. Final Destination Bloodlines was possibly one of the best Final Destination movies that they've ever made. Um, it
Okay.
it now mind you, I'm saying that because of the past couple ones that we've had, 4 and 5 were pretty bad. I think I was just so
Yeah.
excited to see a good Final Destination movie. Um,
I mean, the twist in 5 was good.
yeah, it was okay. It was alright.
Yeah,
It didn't make
it
any
doesn't make
sense, but
yeah, it doesn't make sense, but it's a cool idea.
especially because like I don't know. I'll leave that open for people because I
Yeah.
can't defend it. I think I'm just upset that the rest of the movie sucked.
Yeah. It
Um,
had some okay kills in it, but nothing spectacular.
yeah, and is 5 the one with the escalator?
No, 4 is
Oh,
the escalator in the
okay.
movie theater.
Yeah, those are kind of mixing together in my head, so I'll give it. The twist is kind of cool, but you know.
Yeah, but other than that, there's just not much.
Before Final Destination, I had Clown in a Cornfield, which is another movie that I went in with zero knowledge of. It was a
I
really
just
fun.
watched the review of that, and that looks really good.
It was a really fun watch. I was really surprised. I'd love to see sequels made. I would put it on the same level as the Fear Street movies, like the R.L. Stein
Okay.
level. Um,
Mm-hmm. Just not prom queen.
yeah, not Prom Queen. Prom Queen was okay. It was like a 2-star on my list, but
Yeah.
it's not the worst movie. It was just not as good as the other three.
Yeah.
But I will also say about Clown in a Cornfield is the second I left the movie theater, I never thought of the movie again.
Mm.
So it's a fun
I
watch, but not much to it.
I hear that I think it's based off a comic or a book. I don't
It,
remember
it,
which
it was based
it
off of
is.
a teen horror story, and I remember because I'm in a lot of like horror movie groups on Facebook and stuff, and I remember seeing it being plastered everywhere. The guy that wrote it, how good it was,
Okay.
and I'd love to read the book sometimes. I just don't read books.
I
I
he-
watch movies.
yeah, I hear the sequels are a lot better than the first one.
Yeah,
So if they do make a sequel, hopefully it'll be better than what the first one is.
I'd love to see it because it was a fun movie. I can picture it as like a good early teens like sleepover horror movie to watch. Like
Mm.
those cheap kind of same in the same vein of like
Yeah.
Stay Alive.
Yep.
Before that, I had the mind blowing adventure of the Surfer, which is another movie I went in zero knowledge blind, and it blew my
Yeah.
mind. I truly felt like watching that movie. I was on drugs. Like such a good watch, and I don't even know what I can say about it because it's just like Life of Chuck that you should go in completely blind, have no idea what
Yeah.
it's about, and just kind of like feel the ride because it's an experience. It's not a story being told.
Yeah. And that's what you said, and that's what I've heard about it, and I definitely want to check that one out.
Um, Going down still quick shooting. Until Dawn. Play the Until Dawn video game if you really want to see the story. It's basically watching a movie, anyways. The movie wasn't horrible. It was an okay movie. It just they changed too
Which is
much.
a shame because it looked good. It looked like a movie I wanted to see
I
and
suggest
stuff.
watch it. It's another fun movie, but like after you watch it, you'll never watch it again. Um, it's not as good as the story from the game, and they changed a lot of it, and it's barely recognizable from like the game.
Sucks.
Um, Next, I have Drop. Drop was a really fun movie. It was fun to see something
Okay.
from I believe Blumhouse did it. Um,
Yeah, I think they did.
so it was nice to see them do something that's actually good and fun to watch. Because
Mm-hmm.
like they've been on a pretty bad streak recently. Sadly, I love Blumhouse. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, they've had a couple of misses for sure.
um, probably one of my biggest letdowns of the entire year was Hell of a Summer. I was really into wanting to see that movie. It's Finn Wolfhard movie. He directed and
Oh
starred in
yes. See, I know what movie it is when you say
it.
it, but I can never remember it because it was just so forgettable.
He don't get me wrong. I think there's a lot of um, opportunity for Finn Wolfhard to like learn from the movie, and I would actually definitely watch another horror movie if he would make one. Um,
Yeah.
but it's just not where it needed to be. And I will tell you that that entire movie, there is not a single on-screen death in that entire horror movie. It's a camp slasher with zero deaths on screen.
Yeah, and that's not a horror movie to me.
Yeah.
Like you got to see death.
The,
You got to see someone get stabbed,
well,
you know?
and they defended it with they're like, well, we were going because it's a horror comedy. They're like, we wanted to go for the vibes, and like it didn't work. There were plenty of ways that they
Yeah.
could have done it better. Um,
Yeah, unless you're making it for like kids, there should be no reason why I don't see you die.
exactly. Um, then we had Minecraft movie. It was a Minecraft movie. It was all right.
I have it, but I just haven't seen it yet.
If you really want to watch like Jack Black and Jason Momoa 69, give it a shot. If you really like
There we-
Minecraft, yeah, it's a fun movie.
There's a tagline for the movie.
Yeah, but it's fun. I mean, it's not like the greatest. Like if I was 14, I'd probably be all over it.
Yeah, it's not the Mario Brothers movie.
No, it's nowhere close to the Super Mario Bros.
No,
Movie. Then we had Death of a Unicorn, which was another really surprising movie for me. It's just
I
like
hear that's a
watching.
very trippy movie.
Yeah, it's wild, and it's not like the greatest shot, and the effects aren't very good. It's truly like watching a Sci-Fi Channel movie, but it's a fun movie, and like my biggest complaint with that movie is the same I have with all of his movies, is there is not enough Paul Rudd in the movie. Like every movie that Paul
Yeah,
Rudd's in, I love him in it. But he's just
yeah,
like a side character that's like, I'm Paul Rudd, I'm here, talk to you later.
yeah. See you later.
Novocaine was another one that was really surprising. It's a good action movie that I actually loved.
I
Um,
have that one. I need to watch that one.
Highly suggest it. Very fun. I actually didn't realize until the end of the movie that that was, uh, no, I can't remember his name now, but he's
Jack Wade.
Jack Quaid. Yeah, he's from Scream 7. I unrecognizable because of all the weight he's lost. He looks great.
Yeah.
Before Novocaine, I had Mickey 17, which was another
I
mind
also have
blowing, great,
I also have that movie that I need to watch.
great movie. I really liked it. I really dug it. It's probably one of oh, I'm gonna butcher his name, but
봉준호,
it's one of
Oh,
his
I
better
have no
movies
idea.
for sure.
Okay.
I would put it like right up there with Parasite.
I hear it's very good. Like it was a people put it in like the top 10 of their 2025 best
Yeah,
movies.
it was very fun. Um, I think the last ones I've seen for this year, Hard Eyes. Hard Eyes was really surprising to me.
Okay.
I really dug it. It felt really fun. It's got what's his name, son? Why can't I think of his name from Snow Dogs?
Cuban Gooding
Yeah,
Jr.?
Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son is in
Good,
it.
good, good,
Mason
good.
Gooding Jr.
Okay, I didn't
Mason
even know he
Gooding,
was in the
not
movie.
Junior. Mason Gooding. Yeah, he's actually the kid from Scream, the two twins.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, that's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son, and he's shown up in movies
I did not
everywhere.
know
He's
that.
really good. I like him a lot.
Huh.
Um, and then the final movie I have on my list was The Monkey, which is another forgettable movie, but it was a really fun
Yeah.
watch. I liked it a lot. It was weird. It's another Stephen King movie. It was basically Final Destination with comedy.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It kind of was like that.
Yeah.
Um, I think I was more shocked from what I heard that it was like a short story
Hmm.
and not like a book or a couple of paragraphs. It was literally just a short
Yeah.
story,
Yeah.
and it's kind of crazy they were able to make a movie out of it.
It works. It's definitely a fun watch, and if you like
Uh,
Final Destination or stuff like that, I highly suggest it just because of how, like, there are scenes that you're gonna watch and be laughing, but you're like, that's a horrible death. I don't know why I'm laughing at this.
yeah,
It it's
that sounds about right.
you'll have the same like Boondock Saints where Rocco shoots the cat and you're laughing really hard. Like you'll have that same kind of reaction.
Okay, okay, I can see that.
Yeah. But that probably gets to where we're at now with caught up with what movies we've seen this year. Um,
Mhm.
we are at another hour, and I know we said we were going to do 20-minute podcast for this one, but I mean we had a
It's
lot
gonna
to
be
go through with
hard.
this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. I think once we start getting down to just reviewing the one movie that we're talking about that day, I
Yeah,
think it's gonna be hard to keep it in under an hour.
I agree because like I don't know, we we start talking and we don't stop, which is fine. I love talking, so
It makes it easier. Makes
exactly,
it super
and
natural.
that's what we're here for is just to give us an excuse to talk.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
Of course, we hate each other, so
Well, I mean, I
yeah,
only see movies with you every other week for a reason, trust me.
yeah. It's because I didn't want to see you that week, and you need to take a break from me. It makes sense.
Exactly. I'm
Except for the the next 2 weeks because you're gonna see me the next 2 weeks.
Man,
I
I
know, right?
guess. Well,
Damn me.
don't be upset that I'm probably gonna bring my wife to. I know. I know what you did last summer. Is it still called I know what you
Yeah,
did last summer?
yeah, because we're not original and we can't think of new
Well, because
names.
all the sequels were.
But
I still know what you did last summer. I'll never forget what you did last summer. Like we
yeah,
should have done something more
but
fun.
yeah. Now it's just gonna be I know what you did last summer, 2025.
It should have been remember what you did last summer.
That
I
that would have
I
been so much
pay me
better.
$1 million right now.
You know, all because we gotta name it the same freaking movie so we can have like Halloween, where there's 4 different Halloween names. But it's like, which one am I talking about?
Yeah. But yeah, we will see you guys again in hopefully about a week and
Yeah,
go over whatever.
at that
Probably I
point,
know what you did last summer.
yeah, or the Naked Gun. I mean, I don't know, cause no, I think it'll be Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four and then Naked Gun.
Yeah, depending on what day we release these.
Yeah. Um, but then I'll see you Tuesday for our movie.
Yep, I will see you Tuesday for a movie.
Uh, Fly away again on screen, I guess.
Okay,
Superman fly.
yeah.